Hello everyone, welcome to Study Quest. Today is 26th August 2025 and I am giving you a Assam Tribune Editorial. This will be useful for your GS2 and GS4 mains exam and it will help you to learn how to prepare for APSC from newspaper reading. So let's start the video. Today's article is Social Media, Politics and Propaganda and it is written by Bhaskar Fukon. He said that platforms originally built for social networking has transformed into powerful political tools, reshaping public opinion in a significant way. And we all know that social media has become a great significance for political canvassing. So this article is all about the social media and its role in politics. So in my previous video, someone asked me that how to use an article in the APSC means exam. So let me first clear this that you need not memorize these articles. You know, these articles are just for for you to get an idea. You should get a theme that okay, such type of topics may come like social media, politics, and its propaganda may come in the exam, and how it will come. It depends on the examiner whether they are going to put in it in the essay paper or in the GS2 paper or in the GS4 paper, and they can give any question based on this topic. So it is up to them, so you have to be ready. So this article, I am not going through this article because it's a general article, and you, if you want, you can go through this on your own. And here some political parties names are there, and we are not here to support or take part or take side of any particular political party, and this may hurt sentiments of some people, so we will not indulge in any kind of controversy. So we will just see the theme, that is social media and politics, and we will focus on that only because that is what is important for our examination. Rest you can go through the article and get the idea from the article. Now, this is the first question that I have made for you, and this question is for GS2, governance, polity, and social issues. And the question is that social media platforms have emerged as double-edged swords in democratic process, empowering citizens while also serving as tools of political propaganda and polarization, critically analyzed. So, this is the question for GS2, and I have framed another question on GS4 on the same theme, social media and politics. So first of all, let's see how we will deal with GS2 paper if question comes in this theme. So, in the introduction, I have written that social media has transformed the landscape of political communication, and platforms like Facebook, then Twitter, and Instagram has democratized access to information, and it enabled ordinary citizens to voice opinions directly. But, however, the same platforms are also misused for spreading propaganda or fake news and polarizing narratives, posing challenges to democratic ethics and governance. Then I have mentioned some of the positive role of social media and politics. So first is democratization of information, that citizens are no longer depend solely on the traditional media, that is the newspapers. Then political engagement, that is parties and leaders interact directly with the voters, and this ultimately strengthen the participatory democracy. Then mobilization of social media, so hashtags and online campaigns like Me Too, anti-corruption movements have mobilized people beyond geographical boundaries, and it also ensures transparency and accountancy, that is citizens can fact check their leaders and expose corruptions and questions the government policies in real time. Second thing which I have written up is about the challenges and propaganda of polarization. First is echo chambers and filter bubbles. So what is this? So algorithms amplify like-minded views, so reducing the exposure to diverse perspectives and deepens the ideological divides. Then it spreads misinformation. So fake news are there during the elections, and manipulated videos or deep fakes influence voter behavior. behavior. Then paid political propaganda happens. So political advertising often lacks transparency, making it hard to track funding and narratives. And it manipulates the by it is manipulated by the external factors like foreign interference through bots and fake accounts undermine sovereignty, and it also erodes the trust. So constant circulation of half truth and half speech weakens trust in the institution. Then I have given a way forward that first is stronger regulation. So clear guidelines for political advertisements and mandatory disclosure of funding sources. Then second is fact checking mechanism, that is collaboration between the independent fact checkers and platforms. Then digital literacy. So educating citizens to differentiate between credible information and propaganda is very much necessary. Otherwise, everybody will believe in the WhatsApp University news. And fourth one is platform accountability. The algorithm should be more transparent with stricter penalties for spreading harmful content. And fifth one is ethical politics. That is, political parties must adopt codes of conduct for responsible use of social media. Then finally, I gave the conclusion that social media is neither inherently good nor bad. Its impact depends on how societies and political actors use it. And for India, the challenge lies in the striking a balance, leveraging social media as a tool for inclusive democracy while curbing its misuse as a propaganda machine. And as a responsible citizenry or accountable political class and a transparent digital ecosystem together can safeguard democracy in the digital age. So this was the question for GS2 politics and governance, and this is how you can write the answer. But if same theme comes, that is social media and politics in ethics paper, then you have to write it in a different style. That is what I was talking about in the comment section in my previous video. Someone asked me that how we should use the article for the means. So in the means, question may come in any GS paper. It's not necessary that if it is related to politics, then it will only come to the GS2 part. Okay, so let's see the next question from the ethics part. So in the ethics GS4, ethics integrity and aptitude, the question that I have framed is the use of social media as a tool for political propaganda raises serious ethical concerns about truth, responsibility, and integrity in public life. So discuss with suitable examples. So this is the questions I have framed for the ethics paper for in the same theme, that is social media and politics. Let's see how I have written my answer. So it's a general answer. You have to write, again I'm reminding you, you have to write your own answer. Don't copy paste my answer. So in the introduction I have written in a you can see the difference. In the polity part I have started in a different way. Now in the ethics part I will start in my introduction in a different way, which will be more inclined. In the ethics we are more inclined towards philosophy, towards the ethical topics. Okay, so in this part I will write like this. So ethics in governance demands transparency, truthfulness, and fairness in communication. And social media, while a powerful medium for democratic dialogue, is increasingly being misused for propaganda, fake news, and character assassination. This creates an ethical dilemma: how to balance freedom of expression with responsibility in public life. So, see how my answer is different from GS2. So these are the things which gets gives you marks. So these are the scoring parts. See the words that I have used: ethics in governance, then what it demands: transparency, truthfulness, and fairness. These things are mentioned in the ethics, but in the GS2 part I have mentioned it there something else. So this is how you have to write in the intro part. Let's see what I have written in the body part. Now, see, next my topic is ethical issues in social media propaganda. So, in the GS2, I have written about the challenges of social media in politics. So, but here I'm writing about the ethical issues in social media propaganda. See the difference. So, these are the difference. You have to differentiate these things. You can't mix GS2 in GS4 and GS4 in GS2. So, you have to always be careful while writing the answer. So, if things are asked in GS2, you have to write according according to GS2, not like the GS4. So let's see what are the ethical issues in social media propaganda. So first one is truth versus manipulation, that is deliberate spread of misinformation violates the ethical principle of honesty. Second is integrity of leadership. So political leaders using fake narratives erode trust in public institutions. Third one is responsibility versus popularity. Chasing likes and shares often leads to sensationalism over constructive dialogue. And number four is harm to social cohesion. Hate speech and divisive propaganda undermine fraternity, a constitutional value. And number five is accountability give, that is, anonymous trolls and bots allow unethical behavior without consequences. Next subtopic is ethical frameworks applied. So first is the Kantian ethics, that is duty-based ethics. So leaders have a duty to speak truthfully, irrespective of political gains. Number second is utilitarianism, that is the propaganda may benefit a party but causes long-term harm to society, outweighing short-term gains. Then Gandhian ethics. So truth, that is the satya, and non-violence, that is ahimsa, must guide communication in politics. Then I have given some examples like positive in a positive way. So social media campaigns against corruption, like we have seen in Anna Hazare movement, shows ethical mobilization, but it has a negative perspective also. That is the deep fake videos and hate campaigns during elections mislead voters and polarized communities. So like this, you can give other examples or case studies. Then way forward in an ethical solution. Okay, in an ethical way I will give the way forward. Again you will differentiate how my way forward is different from GS2. So first is code of conduct for political parties. So first, ensure truth in digital campaigns. Then number second is responsible leadership. Politicians should act as a role models by avoiding inflammatory or false content. Third is the digital ethics education. So citizens need training to critically evaluate online content. And number four is collective responsibility. Media platforms, parties, and voters share responsibility for ethical use. So this was all about the way forward. Now let's see the conclusion. So, in the conclusion, I have written that the ethics of communication in politics is not merely about winning elections but about safeguarding democracy. Social media, if guided by truth, integrity, and responsibility, can strengthen trust between leaders and citizens. However, if driven by propaganda and deceit, it threatens the moral fabric of society. So, this was all about today's video. I hope you have liked the video, and if you are a new subscriber, then please subscribe to my channel and share my video as much as possible. So I hope that it is clear how to use an article in the mains paper. You have again I am repeating, no need to memorize the article. Yeah, if there is something unique or as factual data or a factual information, like any economic survey data or something is given in the article, then you should definitely use that in your article. You should mark it, and or either you can write that point in your notebook and you can use that. But otherwise some people are there who write whole article in their notebook and copy and paste the whole article and they memorize the article. So no need to do that. You just take the theme and prepare on that particular topic. That is how you are going to prepare for the APSC mains exam. So that's all. We will meet in the next video. Till then, take care.